So I'm out here. I just finished up the Charles F Lewis natural area, Clockwise, male unsupported FKT, setting the standard for that. I think I said it was like an hour, 5 minutes, and 23 seconds, give or take a few. As you'll see in some clips later on, the creek today, crossing it to start like a 10th in. Definitely we're getting your feet wet. Got the spring, whatever you want to call it, behind me, flowing pretty good. Oh, you can see my breath. Definitely cold one today. As I said in the clip, it's like 37 degrees when I pulled in. Definitely colder up top. As you saw my breath a little bit there. Look at that. Let's see if I can't clean it out. Over there you see the icicles on the logs. So definitely a cold day to be even doing this and even running in these conditions. I would say it was probably, I would say it was freezing, like 32 degrees up top. Definitely felt it in my lungs, my jaw. My jaw is a little frozen right now, it's hard to talk. With the rain the last couple of days, creek crossing was, or spring, whatever you want to call it, was high. Trail was definitely wet in some spots. The rocks that you had to climb over were definitely wet and slippy, so I had to be careful. I mean, I didn't turn and burn today. I was coming out to set the standard and see what I could do in the conditions, but definitely a rough one. Did see one turkey today. Saw one other guy, I don't know what he was doing on the trail, wearing some neon green. There was a truck up there somewhere. I don't know if he was expecting some, like where they were logging at or what he was doing. Kind of weird spot because he was up in the woods, not on the trail. Other than that, definitely a learning process. Going clockwise instead of counterclockwise. It's a whole new experience. I would say at least the first half of the trail, the yellow markings are a little bit better than if you do counterclockwise. But once you get to that second half, they become scarce again as well. But it did help early on with the yellow markings a little bit more. I don't know, it just felt rough and hard today doing it clockwise, since I don't think I've ever done it clockwise, to be honest with you. When I first found out about the trail, me and my buddy came up and did it. We always went counterclockwise. So again, it was just a new experience, just learning the trail, because the whole trail just feels completely different. I don't know how to explain it. This creek is getting a little higher. You can hear it getting a little bit grumblier as we're talking here. Rocks must have fell down or something. Kind of weird. Anyway, still fun time. Definitely a new perspective, to be honest with you. Just what you get to see, some of the views like the power plants, the power lines, the valley itself. Yeah, definitely a completely view change. It again, not seeing it that way before was just kind of different. I did take some more pictures and clips that I probably should have, so it did slow me down to about a minute, but there was no way today, I guess, to go full turn and burn without getting hurt. I tried my best, but just again with the conditions of being cold out, my nose is starting to run bad. Yeah, it was just not conducive to putting down like the ultimate time, I guess is how to say it. I don't know, so I'll come back and try again. Try to set the bar a little bit lower once it gets warmer out. But one other note, if you hear me talk about this trail, the jagger bushes are real bad all year round. as I found out a couple weeks ago when I was up here doing it counterclockwise. They're a lot worse going clockwise. It's probably because you're going faster. That counterclockwise because you're going down. So when you're going uphill, you're going slower. So they do get you a lot more. At least it seemed like it. Maybe they grew a little bit more since the last couple weeks with the rain and stuff, the winter breaking. But definitely got jagged a lot more today than I did the other week. So that sucked. I guess that's about it. Yeah, not much else to speak of. My hand's getting cold. I'm ready to go get some warm clothes on. It's what, I don't even know, probably like 6:30, 7 o'clock already. That's a wrap for today. Alright, I'm out here at the Charles F Lewis natural area once again. You can see in the background here. Whew. I'm going to try to set the FKT standard for the clockwise route, which I never actually ran before. I've always done it counterclockwise, so this should be interesting because it's going to be so hard to read the trail and the course markings the way this route is actually set up slash whatever DCNR does. So it's going to suck, but we're going to get it done, hopefully. It's like 5 o'clock, like 5:30 actually, so I don't got much daylight, so hopefully I don't get lost too bad or having to back trying to read the stupid trail. So we're going to see how it goes, and I guess that's about it. Alright. Look how cool that is. Oh, the last little easy section before it gets rough. Yay. Buck right up. Alright, enough for now. Alright. Whew, stop my watch. So, it's like an hour and 5 minutes and 23 seconds. Yeah, the clockwise, unsupported FKT, definitely beatable. Trail's real shitty today. It rained the last couple days, so the trail was wet, the rocks were slippy. You can even see the beginning here, some of the gravel's wet. Not bad here, but up the trail, just swampy. I mean, not that it's a huge deal early on, but your feet, well, my feet got wet early, especially at the creek crossing. Just too cold actually today to be doing this on this trail. It was like 37, I think, when I pulled in. Definitely colder on the trail because it doesn't get the sunlight or whatever. Damn, especially up top. Yeah, definitely was seeing my breath. Definitely feel it in my lungs as well. So something different. I was just gonna walk down here real quick, show you the creek crossing today. Since it's can't speak. My jaw's a little frozen. Since you're crossing the creek today, right off the bat, going clockwise, and then with the rain, it was a little high, so my feet got wet right away because there was nowhere to step. See, you got to be careful right here. This is like a false step because it just sinks in. Those were slippery coming down those stairs. But as you see right here, today there was no spot to get across without your feet getting wet. So my feet were wet right away, as I said. Definitely a whole new experience. but got it done. So I set the standard. I'm gonna have to come back and beat it and try again, I guess.